Okay, seems we had a little bit of problem with number 2 on the application test. So let me see if I can help clarify. So what we're doing is activity-based, okay, just like the first one, only instead of 1 unit, we have 2 units, and they have combined the activity cost pool, okay, to wrap around both of these units, and these are their estimates, okay? This is their budgeted cost. These are these costs are associated with these units. So the very first step you have to do is find out what is the cost driver, the activity pool cost driver per unit. So, and they've broken them down into packaging, material handling, and product setups. So step 1, what is the budgeted overhead cost per unit? So let's go back to this, and packaging is $360. So you've got $360, and that's for a total of 200,000 units. So you're going to divide 360,000 by 200,000 units and come up with $1.80. You're going to do the same thing for the next two. You've got 262,500. If you add these together, you come up with 350,000. Get one too many zeros there. So if I divide 262 by 350,000, I will come up with an activity driver. You'll do the same thing for product setups, and that's 125,000 divided by this total of $25. And you'll come up with a unit cost there. These unit costs run across both products. So remember, this is the one where we put it together and then we tear it down, put it together and tear it down. So now we're going to use these, and by the way, you don't have this column. I put this up here so that you could, it was easier for me to show you how the association went. Okay, you've got step 1 done now. Now, what they want you to do is take what they have budgeted right here. So it's 70,000 for packaging, it's 140,000 for material handling, and it's 5 for the setup. You're going to multiply those by the unit overhead cost, each one. Like, here's your very first one. Packaging for the plain product was $1.80, so I've got 70,000 units times 180, it comes to 126. You do the same thing for each one of these. You've got 140,000 units times whatever this driver was right here, and then you have 5 setups times whatever this driver is. Then you'll add these together, you'll add all of these costs, and you will divide it by 64,000, which is how many they sold. And that will give you the overhead to charge per unit. And that comes to $4, and that's what you're shooting for. You're going to do the very same thing for, what was this one was fancy, I think. So whatever the number was, 130,000 on this one, so it's going to be 130,000 times that $1.80 to be the packaging, and then it's going to be $210,000 or 210,000 units times whatever the driver is for material handling. Same thing down here for production setups. It says there's 20, so that's going to be 20 times whatever the driver is for this one, whatever you come up for with this one. Again, you will add those up. Okay, that was supposed to go away. We'll add those up, and we'll divide them by the total they sold. You should come up with $10 overhead cost for the fancy and $4 overhead cost for the plain. Okay, so now give it a try. I've given you a lot of information. All you have to do is put the pieces together. All right? Email with questions.